Republican Georgia State Sen. Colton Moore, whom Donald Trump recently singled out by name as a man of courage and conviction, auctions off items at a fundraiser in Rossville, GA. October 19, 2023. Colton Moore, a 30-year-old auctioneer from rural Georgia's Dade County, has rare bragging rights as a freshman state senator. Donald Trump, the leading candidate for the Republican presidential nomination, recently singled him out by name as a man of courage and faith. The move reflected House efforts to investigate or defund the Office of Special Counsel Jack Smith, who is leading federal investigations into Trump. But in Georgia, it caused Moore to be kicked out of the Senate Republican caucus. Moore's excommunication shows there are limits to Georgia Republicans' tolerance for Trump's nonsense that could derail the case against the former president. And it turns out that members of the Republican establishment, led by Gov. Brian Kemp, are protecting Willis not because they share any ideological affinity with him, but because they worry that removing him from office would damage Georgia's reputation and ability to draw. They know that if they go after him, the national press will berate them as Farite lunatics, said Roy Barnes, a moderate Democrat who served as governor from 1999 to 2003. They want to say, listen, we can run this state. We can take positions that will make us prosperous. Kemp publicly rebuked those who tried to oust Willis, calling such efforts political theater that merely inflames the emotions of the moment. But other clues have emerged that GOP leaders intend to derail serious threats to his position. Kemp is walking a political tightrope, possibly acknowledging Trump's enduring popularity. Told Willis he would support the Republican nominee in the 2024 general election even as placed limits on what could be done. But that didn't completely insulate him from criticism from Georgia's Trumpist wing. I think they are cowards, Debbie Dooley, a prominent Georgia conservative activist affiliated with the Tea Party movement, said of Kemp and other establishment Republicans. He should be investigated and dismissed, but in Georgia, Republicans have held the governorship for 2 decades, promising practical, business-friendly policies and generally considering some of their party's extreme tendencies. Indeed, these conflicting forces are at center of the racketeering conspiracy case against Trump, who was indicted in August along with 18 of his allies for their efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss in state. The 2 prongs of racketeering conspiracy, according the indictment, were Trump's infamous phone calls to Kemp and Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger after Election Day, in which Trump sought their help sway election outcome in his favor. Both men angered Trump by refusing to help him, and both men easily defeated Republican primary opponents handpicked by a former president who was clearly out for re